wonder what you're missing most about normal life. I miss seeing my family and friends. There's some of my friends there. I'm missing going out for coffee. And I'm missing playing sport. I haven't put these football boots on for weeks now. Everything we're used to has changed. School looks different. Going to the shops looks different. Church looks different. Everything is just a little bit strange. But imagine, on top of all those things that have changed, someone comes along and takes you to another country. And they change your name. They change what you have to learn in school. And you have to speak a different language. I don't know about you, but I'd be pretty scared about that. Over the next few weeks, we're going to be looking at a book of the Bible where that exact thing happened. We're going to be looking at a book from the Old Testament called Daniel. Now, God's people, they were living in a place called Judah, but the country had just been captured by a man called King Nebuchadnezzar. He was the king of Babylon. So he captured Judah, and he made a decree that the young men from Judah should all be captured and brought to him so they could serve him in his palace. He was looking for young men who were healthy and handsome. They had to be able to learn anything and everything. They had to be well educated, have the ability to understand new things quickly and easily. The king wanted men who would serve in his palace. And these young men, they were going to be trained for 3 years, and after that they could begin to serve the king. So King Nebuchadnezzar, he took the young men off to a new country, took them off to Babylon, and they changed their names. They changed what they had to learn in school. They had to learn a totally new language. But remember, these were God's people who'd been captured. Some of them hadn't followed God's commands very well in the past, but there were a few who'd remained faithful to God and continued to trust him. They knew that even though everything had changed, their whole world around them had changed, they could trust God. They could trust that he was still in total control over everything. All they had to do was stay faithful to God and obey his commands in everything that they did, no matter what King Nebuchadnezzar wanted them to change. They knew that following God was far more important than following any other king. And one of those people, one of those boys who was faithful to God, was a guy called Daniel. And as I said, over the next few weeks, we're going to be looking at the book of Daniel, and together we're going to see how God was faithful to him and to his friends as they trusted in him and obeyed him, even in the middle of everything that was going on in the world around them. And I hope that that will encourage you, and maybe it's something you can tell your friends about, that even in the middle of everything that's going on in our world right now, we can still be faithful to God. We can still obey his commands and trust in him and know that he is in total control over everything. So I hope as we look at Daniel, you'll be encouraged. So boys and girls, that's all from me. I'll see you again on Thursday, and we'll see how Daniel began to obey God in the middle of Babylon. See you then.